Good morning. Today, I'm going to talk about something that's important for safety. And so it's not an improvement, it's not even a repair, it's a maintenance issue. And it applies only to trailers, whether they are travel trailers or they are fifth wheels. And the reason is trailers just aren't manufactured to the same quality as motorized vehicles. And they don't handle the assembly as well as they should, and they don't use the quality of parts, and on it goes. So what I'm going to talk about specifically is torquing your lug nuts. And believe me, it's real. You have to do it, and you really have to do it brand new. And then once a year, or when you go on a long trip or anything like that, you want to check them again. But when they're brand new, for sure. And I shouldn't have to do this video, but the reason I have to do this video is I've looked online and everybody's giving you wrong instructions on torquing. I have no idea why. These guys have RV shops, this is what they do. Maybe they're not trained mechanics, which I am, but they're telling you the wrong way. So when it gets a little warmer out, I'll go outside and I will show you how to properly do your lug nuts. First, I'll show you what the tool is that you need, and don't worry about it. This is not complicated stuff. We're not inventing science here. But you want to do this. It's important. All right, quick review of torque wrenches. So here's a traditional torque wrench. All right, this is a professional one, but you know, don't be afraid of the darn thing. You can buy them pretty cheap on Amazon or Harbor Freight, Walmart, something like that. You're not going to be opening a shop. You're just doing periodic stuff. So, you know, get a cheap one. It'll be fine. Just make sure that it goes up strong enough. Probably want to get it up to about 100 foot-pounds rating, which is very common. Again, no big deal. So, typically, you're going to find, let's see, they have markings on them. These are in metric kilograms, torque metric. On the other side, it will be in foot-pounds, which is what we're going to deal with, foot-pounds. And then you'll have all of these numbers now. And then you have this guy right here, which also has numbers on it, down here. So what we want, the lug nuts we're going to be looking at, go to torque to 55 foot-pounds. So you see the 50 right here. I hope that's in focus, but it says 50. And there's a little line comes down. And if I line this up, and I put this 0 on there, so you see this collet snapped into place. That means I'm at 50 foot-pounds. So pull the collet down, rotate it until the 5 comes up, lines up with that line right there. Now I'm at 55 foot-pounds. It's that easy. So don't be afraid of the darn thing. It's a very simple tool. And of course, there are a lot of demonstrations online you can look at. So now, let's get down to the real business. Okay, here we go. So, the two things you're going to want an extension because you have to be able to clear this depth, and then you're going to want the right socket. And this is 1316, which happens to be right for these lug nuts. Yours might be different, that's okay. If you have a star wrench, you know, that you use for changing your tire for flats, those are usually marked. Try it and you'll know which size socket to buy. That goes on there. That goes on there, and then we set it to tighten. So loosen, tighten. And I know these are 55 foot-pounds because the owner's manual specs them in the back page. But just go online. If you don't have that, just go online, ask your user group. They're going to tell you, here's where everything is wrong. All these shops tell you, just go here and hear that click? That means that it's torqued to 55 foot-pounds. Well, that's what they're telling you. They're wrong. This would be okay if that happened to be loose and it was less than 55 foot-pounds. I would bring it up to 55 and it would give me that click. That's not how you check your torque. Here's where they're doing it wrong. What if this nut was actually torqued to 100 pounds or 1,000 pounds? Doesn't matter. It would still click at 55, but it's over torqued. That's where they're wrong. And over torquing can be very bad. You don't want to do that. The proper way to check your torque and reset your torque is flip it over, loosen it, and then retighten it, just like that. Now you know it's at 55 pounds. See, this is not complicated. I don't know why they overcomplicate it. 55. The only other thing you need to know, whether it's your lug nuts or head bolts or whatever you're doing, there's always a pattern you follow. So on lug nuts, it's a star pattern. Go from here, go opposite, go here, go opposite, go there, like that. Just don't go boom, 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 because the things might not made up properly. So that's about it. Now you know how to do it, so you should do it. Do it frequently.